Wow. Everything's been going on this. It's been a crazy week, man. A crazy week. We're sitting here talking about Charles Barkley ain't played in about 20 years, and we talking about Charles Barkley versus Draymond Green. Really? Everybody's hitting my phone up like, yo, man, Draymond, he going after Charles Barkley. Listen, talking about Barkley can't sit at the table with him. He ain't got no rings. Well, that's a good answer, but it's a good reply, but it don't. No, and I like Draymond, but as far as Charles Barkley, uh, he ain't Barkley, and that's the problem. Most of these young kids today, they don't know anything about Charles. They know Charles from sitting in the booth. And they see them when they lose to the Bulls or when they show the highlight game. But you don't know who Charles Barkley was. That 6'5" guy played like he was 7 feet tall. He dominated in a league that had Jordan. Charles was no punk. And for anybody to believe that he was or he is not that good or wasn't that great, that was him at half effort. Imagine if he gave a damn. So, y'all probably not realize this, probably haven't realized it, but this isn't the first time Charles Barkley has had a problem with the Golden State Warriors. Latrell Sprewell and Chris Webber, they decided to loudmouth Charles Barkley on the court, call him the B word, make a Nike commercial where Chris Webber goes behind the back and dunk on Charles Barkley. And they make a Nike commercial out of it, laughing. Talking about, oh, wait a minute, he's too high, and he dunked the ball. Webb went behind the back and dunked the ball on Barkley. And they in the barbershop laughing, shaking hands. They played them in the first round of the playoffs. Charles Barkley scores 56 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, a block. He was 3 of 4 from the three-point line. He shot 74% from the field. And only 7 of those points were free throws. Needless to say, they should have left Charles Barkley alone. Charles Barkley has done his time, meaning that he's earned the right to say whatever the hell he feels. He's in the commentating booth. I don't feel Draymond Green at this point should be talking. I mean, you shooting 54% from the field. You're shooting 71% from the free throw line. You're averaging 5 assists, 9 points a game, and averaging about 7 rebounds a game. I understand you're playing in a system of trying to develop new talent. So this is entirely different, and most of the young people won't get it or won't understand it. So For a career, Charles has averaged 22 points a game, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and shot 54% from the field while shooting 74% from the free throw line. That's Charles' numbers. It don't even tell the story. Charles Barkley can take over a game at any time. And as great as Draymond is in today's game, comparing him and to think that Charles can't have nothing to say about him averaging a triple single, I mean, he didn't lie. You're averaging a triple single. In order for him to be lying, you're going to have to step it up when you get back on the court and don't average a triple single. So therefore, he has no reason to critique your game. He's on a show where they critique people. He's doing his job. You're not doing yours. So everybody is entitled to their own opinions. True that. But it is completely hilarious to me when I see people talk in this fashion. See, I understand basketball, I understand that, this might not be what the team want him to do. Like the Golden State Warriors, like, look, we know you can get your points and rebounds and all that. We need you to try to work with these guys and get them built up. Because, Steph's not there. Steph was out. And it was all up on Dre. And I don't know if he's got an injury or is he playing through an injury or what have you. But who knows? But you could tell he was hurt by the comments. And he just had to have some reply back. But the reply back should be actually doing something. And for those who didn't hear what he said, this is what Draymond said.
Obviously, guys like Barkley, but beyond that. No, Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. So I can do that well, too. He already ain't making enough money playing, so he need that job. He should stop talking to me. I like to, tendency to end people. So he should stop before I take his job. If he keep talking, I'll take it soon. Sooner than he thinks. So yeah, he probably should be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me either. Not smart enough, not qualified. No rings, can't sit at this table.
So Charles Barkley isn't qualified to talk basketball with Draymond Green. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Because that's so far from being true. You see me? You feel me? That's so far from being the truth. Charles Barkley is a force of nature whenever he's on the court. A force of nature. And for Dre to say that you could tell during when he said it, he was just, I mean, what are you going to do? You going to take his job with you going to come in the studio? You going to be out the whole season, so you going to take his job? You talking about sooner than you thought? Yeah, you going to might be out of the league. So, yeah, you might be in the broadcast seat. But Charles don't need the money. I'm going to tell you that now. Charles Barkley doesn't need the money. Charles got money. See, most of you young players, talking about he didn't make that much playing. No, he didn't make as much as y'all did, but Charles got a good amount of money to where he didn't have to spend his money stupidly. He invests his money, and he's living off his checks that he's getting off of TNT, which is pretty handsome while he's not even touching his NBA money. His NBA money been sitting in the bank collecting interest. So he's probably got more money than what you got. You know what? So I'm very happy that Dre got $100 million deal. I am proud of that. You know, I'm proud for him that he got that, even though I felt that he could have gotten more, you know, with a smarter agent. But he wanted to stay home and not cause any problems and stay on the team he owns. So we'll see how that remains. But one thing's for certain, he's not having a really productive year himself. Whether it's injury, whether it's whatever. I know Draymond is a great player who can help facilitate a team definitely in today's game and control it. I just saw something really goofy in the Miami Heat game as soon as it started. Somebody did one move and they called it an offensive foul. It was completely ridiculous. I mean, as soon as the game started, they came with the BS for Zion and called an offensive foul at the top of the key of a guy just moving from left to right. It was, yeah, it's that kind of party. So I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to let you guys know I am aware. I did see it. Don't forget to support the page, though. Hit up my Cash App, which is Carcino. And definitely don't forget that Patreon. If you missed the Patreon, you missed a lot of stuff. Ooh. We saw Sticky Nicky get down to the Grizzy. Going from first class to coach. You saw Ashante getting down. You saw a lot of stuff this week. So I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, deuces.